She's ready to go back home. Let's see how good her recall is. Athena, come. Athena. Good girl. Come here. Come here. Come here. Right here, right here, right here. Good girl. That's a good girl. You were so amazing. Good girl. Good job. So she still's got some confidence issues, but she's getting better. It is a slow progression. You know, it's been difficult, but I think it's been more difficult for me, not for her. Retraining, or kind of, not retraining, but training myself on how to best meet her needs, and traditional training that I was kind of used to weren't really being productive. So I had to completely do a 100% 360. She does not really respond well when you're disappointed, although she can sense at times when I'm disappointed now that our bond is tighter. And that's a good thing. So she knows when, like she chews something up and I'm not happy about it. But she responds so amazing to positive reinforcement. She's so good. And man, I was definitely struggling for a minute, and I knew that what I was doing wasn't working the way I expected it to work. And sometimes it's a hard, thing to swallow. To say, well, I'm doing it wrong. Sometimes that's really hard. But, there was an end goal that I was willing to work very hard at. And that end goal was for her benefit and to help her overcome what she's gone through. And, yeah. So once I realized that the issue was me, not her, and I kind of approached it from that perspective, and realizing kind of the pain and anguish, and just like in a person when they've gone through some pretty traumatic situation. I'm no psychologist. I kind of got half a brain. You can imagine that somebody who went through, either violence or some pretty traumatic situations does not respond well to certain types of training. And I'm not going to get into, specifics, but I had a boxer, and I guess I'll get into a little specifics. I had a boxer, and he was a very easy dog, very chill, like my best friend. And I could kind of, little pinch to the hindquarters, like an alpha dog would do in a pack. You know, to kind of say, hey, cut the shit. You know, right where you give them a little touch there. Sometimes a little pinch. And when I say pinch, I don't mean like I'm I don't mean like I'm pinching like I'm trying to hurt her. I mean just a little bit of a touch and a little bit of a grab there. And it was kind of working. But yeah, once I realized she needed a different approach, and I completely changed it to nothing but positive responses when she does what I want, and remove the negative responses when she did something I didn't want. You know, I just removed that completely out of the equation, and all of a sudden she just really wanted to please me all the time, and it was amazing. And you know, again, eye-opening situation. I've never had a dog that's been through any kind of situations like this. Anyway, she is amazing, and she teaches me every day. I'm learning every day, and I think we're going to have some beautiful growth together. Time to go, apparently. All right, girl, I'll get that off the trail. There we go. There we go. Good girl. Less I have to clean up at home. Yeah, that was an issue where she would eat her own feces. That was when I first got her. She did that a lot. And that was very sad. She kind of like would panic eat. Ugh. Hurt my heart to see her have to do that. But she stopped that quickly. And now she used to kind of like panic eat her food. Now she takes her time. So I think she really realizes that she doesn't have to. She can depend on a meal. I'm not keeping anything from her. She gets good treats. She loves her duck heads, right, Mandy? Anyway, I guess that's all we're going to do for an update today. It's been a minute since I gave kind of a long-winded update for her. Come! Athena, come! Good girl. But this is the results of patience. Come on, come. Good girl. Right here. Good girl. This is the results of patience and not being afraid to say, maybe I don't know what I'm doing and I need to reevaluate myself. It's not always the dog. And if you're ever going to rescue a pup like this, it's very important that you put the time and effort in, and you have to have patience and, patience and understanding for the emotional state that the dog may be in. It seems, I'm not going to say that it seems silly. That's not the right word, but the words are kind of escaping me. But you don't expect a dog to have the similar feelings as a person. And I guess I never viewed a dog as... But getting Athena, when I realized that, humans can be pretty terrible. And this human was pretty terrible to her. And then starting to imagine what might be going on in that noggin, and how certain things are making her feel, how uncomfortable she is, how afraid she is, and then how I was treating her in the way, the effect that the way I was treating her was having on her. I wasn't treating her bad. I was trying to train her. The mindset I had was, for her sake, I needed to get her on board with walking with a leash. I needed to get her with the ability to be in public and not be afraid. To get her to the point where she can be around other dogs and not be petrified. So it was a compassion for what she had been through, but understanding that, you know, not to mention that she is an 80-pound dog that, you know, walking on a leash, she was going to hurt me or hurt herself. I don't need to get dragged to my face and dragged across the pavement or something. So, you know, that was kind of how I was approaching my training. And yeah, anyway, compassion, folks. Compassion for these wonderful, amazing animals that got put in positions that they didn't deserve to be. She didn't ask to be born. She didn't ask to be put in that situation. And man, am I seeing some amazing results. And I think we may still need some professional help at some point, especially to help her build confidence more. That's something I really I want her to feel confident around other dogs and other people. It may never come. It just may never happen, but I am committed to giving her the best shot that she can have at this. All right, well, we've listened to my annoying voice for 12 minutes now. If you've actually watched this video, I don't know if anybody actually does. It's probably more for me to process than it is for anybody else, and I'm okay with that. All right, anybody got any questions? Leave a comment or message me, and I'll keep sharing updates of Miss Athena and how things are going in our world. Take care.